Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to be tracking expenses on my Quicksilver credit card for my household. I am tracking expenses. I'm not necessarily going to reconcile the card or be making a payment today, just to be straight up and honest with you. But this tracking how much we're spending, where we're spending, is very important to maintaining a good management of your money. That probably sounds like a whole lot, but I'm being very honest with you. If I did not sit down to go through my transactions online, write them out, and review where all of these charges are coming from, then I would be misleading you all. We need to stay on top of where our money is being spent. And I'm talking to myself, but I'm also talking to you out there, my friends who like to do this with me. So you may not see me make a payment today. That does not mean that we are neglecting managing our credit right or managing our money well. It just means that we have had some spur of the moment charges that were not frivolous in any sense, but again, we're in a season right now where, I'm growing another human in my body. Life is a little bit, stressful, blessed, very, very blessed, but at the same time, a little bit stressful. So, when we have to spend money on certain things, it's not because we're not paying attention and we just don't care. But it's just the season that we're in right now. We have another person being added to the family. My 4-year-old was sick from Sunday. He had a fever. He's doing much better now. But I had to nurse him and take care of him. My 6-year-old fell and chipped his teeth, and it was like an inch or so, I think, like not even a fraction of an inch above the nerve. So we were nervous that, there could be an infection and all of that. So we had to take him to an emergency dentist. So there's a lot of different things that we needed to do. Plus, we had to find a pediatric dentist because he still has baby teeth because he's 6. So there were just a lot of things happening. So I'm saying that because when we're preparing for a new baby, and that costs a lot of money, and we are in a real tight, our budget has been tight for a while. If you've been following the journey, it's been tight for a while. We're managing it. We're still saving and investing as much as we can, but it's been tight. And I'm just saying all of that because I want to preface this video, this tracking session, with all of what I've just said, because I want you to know that no matter what we are able to do as far as paying back the card and paying back all of the transactions between November and even October, we're still going to track expenses. Even if we can't pay, I have outstanding expenses here. You can see anything that's not shaded, we have not paid it back yet. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop tracking and we're just going to ignore it. We can't ignore what we're spending. We have to take good financial control over what's going on with the money. So I'm just going to tell you where we spent money. I'm going to track at the same time. Feel free to open up your budget workbook, whether you're using the hardcover simple budget workbook, if you're using the annual budget workbook, if you're using the digital version that I have on my website, perfectly fine. Even if you use a notebook and a sheet of paper, honey, let's get this going. Let's do what we need to do right now. We had something at Goodies. Now, these are my husband's charges. My husband bought some food, $27.69. I was craving a beef patty, and he bought me 3 beef patties with cocoa bread. I needed it. I loved it. And he bought some stuff for himself. The kids don't like beef patties. I don't know what's wrong with them. But it was really good, and that was that, because we were having kind of a hard time. It posted on the 30th, but I think he charged this like 2 days before that. And that was around the time that he had to take the 6-year-old to the dentist. And I was dealing with, my other son. So there was just stuff going on. And that was that. Stop and Shop, my husband bought some food from there. That's coming from miscellaneous, and that was $19.70. That posted also on the 30th. And then I didn't buy it actually, I rented it, but I saw a snippet of this movie called The Prize Winner from Defiance, Ohio, and I wanted to watch it. And so I spent $3.84 to watch that movie. So that's coming from miscellaneous too, because I just wanted to do it. And it was actually a really inspiring movie. I thought it was really good. I thought it was on Netflix. I wish it was on Netflix, but it wasn't. I had to order it through Prime, so I got it. More than likely this will come from the cash rewards once we earn enough back to cover it, just because. All right, that's everything for the 30th. And then now I'm going to review all of what we spent on the 31st, or at least what posted on the 31st. So the 31st of October, we had Stop and Shop charge. Most of these are my husband. My husband was out, doing shopping after he comes from work and stuff like that, because we were dealing with stuff. This is groceries. I think it was groceries. He bought something for $7.60. So I'm going to place that as coming from miscellaneous. And we both, this credit card account, my husband and I both have cards here. So whenever he shops and he swipes his card, I see his name show up. That they show us what card was used. And then the same thing for him. He has a credit card, a platinum card somewhere. I forgot where it is. And I'm also a user on there, but I don't use that card very often. I only used it, I think, once in the last 2 weeks, and that was to buy groceries because he got a big commission check. So I know this is him. He spent this money. And then also on the same day, I think he forgot something, so he went back to the store. So the first charge, he did buy a bunch of groceries for me and some household things, but we're going to lump it into groceries, and it's going to come from miscellaneous. That was $56.30. So he bought $56.30 worth of groceries, and then he forgot something and he went back and got that. And I think that was my Lysol wipes, because I had to do some disinfecting. And then I bought some things from Lowe's, which posted on the 31st. And now I'm not going to write these. It seems like they charged the card multiple times depending on when the items shipped. So this is actually household stuff, because I bought a couple of plants. I think I bought like 4 plants, and I bought some plant food. The first item did come, and that was this, so I can take care of the plants. And I do not have a green thumb, but I'm going to work on it. So they charged me separately for all of the items, so I'm going to just add it up. It was $8.69. Then they charged me $25.03, and then $20.02. The plants are different sizes, that's why. $26.66. So I spent $80.40 on Lowe's. And what's good for me is that I went through Rakuten, so I'm going to get 3% cash back, which is nice. When you know you're going to spend the money, you might as well get a little something back. And this will come from our household account. If you're new here, miscellaneous is an actual high yield savings account with Capital One 360. So every time we get paid, I put money in here, and this is why I wrote miscellaneous, for mostly groceries, and then just random things that we buy will come from this account. Household, anything related to household maintenance, that's paper products, toiletries, things like that, it'll come from here. So $80.40 is what I spent at Lowe's. And then I did order something from DoorDash, and I'm trying to remember what it was. What did I order from DoorDash and why? McDonald's. Okay. I wanted a cheeseburger. I know, you can say what you want about me, but I wanted a cheeseburger, and that was DoorDash. I'm going to write DoorDash here. I usually write it in the account column where it paid from, but it was DoorDash. And then we spent $31.86. That's coming from miscellaneous. And then my husband bought, I think he bought an espresso from Dunkin' Donuts. It had to be what he did, because he's been working and helping with taking the kids to school and just doing a whole lot of things. We're getting ready for this baby, and it's just a lot to do. So I thank God that for my husband. I thank God for him. Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to write this as food. It was probably coffee, though. And that will come from miscellaneous. And it was just $3.36. So that's everything. That's everything from between the 29th and today, the 1st, when I'm filming. This is everything that has posted. So let me add that up and see how much we've spent so far for the month of November officially. For me, $27.69 plus $19.70 plus $3.84 plus $7.60 plus $56.30 plus $80.40 plus $31.86 plus $3.36. We spent $230.75 so far. I haven't been writing the balances in. Maybe I should do that though. So right here we spent $230.75 on the credit card, which we have to pay back. So right now I don't have a whole lot in cash rewards because some of these haven't generated a cash back yet. We have $3.16. What I'm going to do with that money when it does post is I'm going to start taking care of my previous charges in the month of October first, and then I'll move on to taking out whatever money we spent in November. I know this might seem weird to some people, but I start tracking my expenses and my budget for a new month from the first Sunday, from Sunday to Saturday. Whatever date Sunday was, even if it was in the previous month, that's my first week. I hope that's not confusing the way I said it. But anyway, the 29th was the start of the month for me of November, my whole tracking period, and the 4th is the first Saturday of the month. So I'm tracking so far what we've spent. But we're going to track our November budget all the way until November 25th. That's how I like to do it. Sunday to Saturday is just neat and easy for me. Okay, so we spent $230.75. We have $3.16 in cash rewards with a bunch of pending stuff. I am trying to get my household ready for a new baby, and plus, you know, do what I can to make sure that we stay healthy during this winter season. That's going to be coming up soon. So you're going to see within the next 3 weeks, probably all throughout November, me buying things like air purifiers and humidifiers and more plants that are going to come, and our stocking up on like cleaning products, stuff that I do not want to have to buy after the baby comes, because I feel like I'll be too overwhelmed. There's going to be a lot going on. So that's that. I just wanted to give you guys that heads up. That's what's going to be happening. Food, because I wanted that beef patty. We needed some groceries. My husband bought that. I wanted to watch this, so this will probably just come from cash rewards to cover it and get it over with. I hope I did this right. Stop and Shop groceries, so that was necessary. Stop and Shop groceries, that was necessary. Lowe's household products, that was necessary. You could say it was a want, but it's more of a need. McDonald's food is necessary, but that was a craving, so that was a want. Dunkin' Donuts, I would say that was a need for my husband. He needed that. He needed his coffee. Let the man have his coffee. And that was everything. So that's really quick. I said in my post earlier, I think yesterday on Tuesday, October 31st, that I was not going to be able to post an expense tracking video, but I got my days mixed up. My youngest son, he's feeling so much better. He's healthy, he's strong, no fever, medicine free for 24 hours. He went to school. And I didn't think I was going to be able to film this video today, but I'm going to edit it and get it uploaded for you guys and stay consistent, because we cannot let our money start doing weird things and we don't know what's happening. So even if I can't make a payment today, I'm still going to track expenses, because I need to know what we're doing. I need to know where my money is going, and I need to stay under 30% utilization. So two good things that happened in the last couple of weeks. Capital One increased my credit line to 8,500. So now we have more money available to spend on this card. Not saying that I'm going to max it out, because that is not smart and that's not a good money move. That's not good management. So I don't want to do that. But I am grateful that even though we're spending a little bit more on the card and it's taking us a little time to get it paid down, it doesn't, we're still under 30% utilization. So 8,500 by 0.30, which is 30%. 30% utilization would be 2,550. We're well under that. We've only spent 230 for the month, and then we have less than that that was charged in the month of October. I have to go back there because I did promise that I was going to show you guys when things were going to be paid. So I still have some traveling expenses that have to be paid, some door dashing that we did in the beginning of October that has to be paid, and we're going to pay those back. And as I do it, I'm going to let you know this was done. But this is less than, even the balance here is less than our 30% cap. So we're under utilizing this credit card right now, which is that's my second good thing, that we're not spending more than what we should to make sure I maintain a good credit, because my husband has good credit. I have a decent credit score. It's 752 right now. And I don't mind sharing that because I had 5 years ago, my credit score was like in the 400s. So I've come a long way. I have come a long way from swiping the card with not even paying attention to how much I owed, when my due date was, none of that, to now being able to really focus where we've been spending money, how much do we need to pay back, and devising a plan. So we still have our first paycheck for November that we're going to close out in a few days, and I will share that with you. I'll post it on Saturday, and that way you'll know that we're going to be taking care of some of these things. We have some pending charges for bills. I've already paid a couple of bills this month on a credit card that should post within the next few days, and I'll share that next week, and then you'll see me paying down this card and getting it under control. You'll see more expenses because, again, we have a lot of baby things to get. I want to shout out somebody who sent me a gift card for Target. I really appreciate you. I don't even know if you wanted me to say anything, but I'm just so grateful to you. I'm so super grateful. Thank you to everybody who's been clicking on my link for Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you for supporting and donating towards the vision of building financial security, building financial wealth on this channel. You supporting Mind Your Money in the way that you do, even just watching videos, clicking like, is so super supportive. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And those things are really helping to give us a little more wiggle room so we can buy more things for the baby. I know there's more clothes and things we need to buy. My friend Brittany sent me diapers, and I'm just like, she bought diapers for us for the baby. So we're already starting to get things stacked up. So I'm so grateful and so blessed. There's still a whole lot more to do. And if you want to give or donate or however, listen, I'm not asking, nobody needs to send us money. Nobody needs to send us gift cards. But if it's on your heart and you feel the Lord leads you in that direction, we will greatly appreciate it. And also, just for watching the videos and clicking that like button, commenting down below, setting up these videos to get pushed further out to the YouTube algorithm. So people who need the inspiration for budgeting, managing money, tracking expenses can hopefully get that here and get the same value. So that's it. That's all. 20-minute video. Hopefully I cut it down a little bit, and you guys enjoy your day. Continue to mind your money, you guys. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.